Hello everyone, I am Tacit, and welcome holiday weekend! So today, of course, Gems of War, Campaign 12, week 6, day 5. So, we have an arena event going on this week. It was originally supposed to be Invasions, which we had last weekend, but they wanted to make it something very easy so it doesn't get in the way of people's holidays. Yeah, you could just have a basically pointless arena event here, where you can just completely ignore it. We won't do it once, just because, you do get 3 gem keys for it, but beyond that, we're probably just opening a bunch of orbs. I don't know, maybe we'll mess with it a little bit more, we'll see. Also, I didn't mean to click on draft already. However, since we're here, I guess we'll go draft real quick. Also, I did hear what happened to Tyrion. He actually messaged me last night, I think before the forum post. But hello Bill, hello Tyrion, hello Hollywood, hello Roman, hello Joni, and hello Logic Slayer, hello Isabel. But yeah, that's so sad to hear that your account got falsely banned. I hope that they get it situated, but you probably won't be able to until like early next year. Because I think their support team's pretty much off. Yeah, Arena's not that bad. The problem is the payouts iffy. Like, the weirdest part about Arena is the main payout of the Arena is the 3 daily offers you get per day. The problem with these 3 daily offers is they are not free. They're just discounted on gems. And while some of them are good, a good majority of them are not. Like, a very mass majority of them are not. But no, I like playing Arena. It's just the payout's still kind of abysmal. Hello Logic Slayer, hello Vanessa, hello Dwight, hello Jason, hello everyone else. Welcome. Let's see, deal a bunch of damage to an enemy if they're a boss, do a bunch of other stuff, explode. Not horrible for Arena. Deal some damage, 50% chance to hit the wrong enemy. Oh yeah, this is the thing that auto kills reds. Oh yeah, it gains, this guy gains infinite attack if he gets a kill. That's pretty good in Arena, gaining infinite attack. Deal 10 damage to an enemy boosted by Leonis Empire. Yeah, why did we get 3 raid troops? We got all event troops. Fine, we'll take this guy. Oh, no, this guy technically isn't. Well, we just built a Black Beast team. Well, that was quick. Well, our whole team's a Black Beast team now. Wonderful. Gosh, Envy, auto win. Well, can you stop giving me auto win options? I have no mana coverage. What has the most stats? I'm about to just take Moa just so we cover yellow. Even though its stats are kind of average. Alright, well, we have auto win, and if they have a lot of reds, auto win. Interesting. So, I think we have to put you in first. You behind it. Envy, you just chill somewhere where you're not going to die. And that is our team. It is a weird team, but it is indeed a team. Oh yeah, something else that happened earlier today. I believe Ginky was doing like her final stream before the holidays or something. It has to be someone. Because, guess what we got? I assume this is from Isabel claiming it for us, or someone did. But thank you, whoever did. But, this is not my redeem code for the Shelf on an Elf. This was someone else's redeem code on Shelf and an Elf, and I believe it was Ginky's, I'm pretty sure, though not 100% sure. But yeah, she handed out hers on her stream earlier. I wasn't able to make it for that. But we'll have our own on Christmas night, at our normal time, this time on Christmas Day. Not to be confused with Christmas Eve, like not tomorrow night, but the following night, you know, our standard time, but on Christmas night. We'll have this, and it's 5 diamonds, the Shelf on an Elf, and some green pet food. Obviously, these two, not too good. However, the main thing of interest is the Shelf on an Elf. One other thing that's kind of interesting about this is I can go max him right now. But I think we might wait till Christmas to go max him. However, I could go use those 2 small orbs because I only need 1 more copy. And now we're about to get another one too. But if we go to upgradable here, we have our... Oh yeah, we also have that little present thing. I forgot, we got 1 free copy of that automatically already. Don't accidentally use those orbs already. Oh gosh, we have 4 major pets? Wow, we've been getting so lucky on major pets. I've already used like 2. That's like 6. Wow, we've actually gotten... Wait. I've gotten as many 1% minion orbs as I've gotten 2% minion orbs. How did that happen? We've gotten as many 1% as 2%. Because it's a 2% on the minor orb, and it's a 1% off the major orb, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, now all I have to go do is use 2 small orbs, and it'll be max. But I'll wait till Christmas night to go do that. When we hand out our own copy of it. But yeah, we'll have a copy to go hand out Christmas night. Anyways, looks like we got one early. Thanks whoever claimed that for us. Oh, we got an orb too. Anything good? That'd be funny if it was a pet orb. Could you imagine upgrading a pet then immediately getting a pet orb? It hasn't happened to me yet. However, of course, for any of you that don't know, you do get a bunch of orbs when you upgrade your pets. Every 25 levels you get an orb, and every 100 levels you get a major orb. Which means there is technically a possibility that, you know, you upgrade a pet, and then you immediately receive another pet orb to upgrade a pet. Obviously, that's not going to loop forever because it's only a 1 or 2%, 1% from the bigger one, 2% from the smaller one in order to get another pet orb. However, it is possible. And it would be funny, especially since a major pet orb is enough to basically get yourself another orb on top of that, which means you could use a major pet orb and then immediately get a smaller pet orb. Chance of that happening low, though not impossible. Anyways, so in other news, I guess we're just doing arena. Do an arena run, maybe 3 arena runs, we'll see. We have a pretty funny build right now. Unfortunately, our team composition is horrible. However, we have 3 auto win options. So we're in a pretty good standing. Also, I'm not sure if I have the volume too low, but they're playing the Christmas music again. I love the Christmas music. It's one of my favorite themes in Gems of War. They have a couple that they bring back on ever so occasion. And my absolute favorite definitely has to be the Christmas one. Okay, so we auto-kill anything that's a red. We have a 100% chance of hitting a red unit. Because even if we miss, this hits 2 units, right? So it's going to hit 2 things. Oh no, it still only hits 1, never mind. It's a 50% chance of redirect, I forgot. I was thinking of the Guardians with the double poke on color. I forgot the Gnolls are single poke. But as you can see, we now have infinite attack, or at least for all intents and purposes in arena, infinite attack. Obviously not literally infinite. But for arena standards, it's basically infinite attack. What we're really looking to is take a skull and everything dies per skull. That is the game plan with him. Ideally, we could go devour him with a Black Beast, and then we get to maintain that stat. However, he's a red right now, so we could simply just take one of the 2 colors he needs, which unfortunately we cannot take off this current board. So let's take that, see if we can get anything. We cannot, though we can take a skull and he's dead. And one of our auto wins won. Let's see if we can win with all of them. Because Black Beast can auto win, as well as Envy can auto win. Actually, Envy is probably the strongest rare in the entire game, as far as options like that are concerned. Also, one thing that Gems of War has not added yet, which I am really surprised they have not tried to monetize. It actually makes very little sense why they haven't tried to monetize it. Especially since way back in the day, you were actually able to change the files and make it whatever you want. But they have not had any way to modify what your gems look like. And I feel like they really should go do that already. Obviously, we get special holiday ones, like the snowman one. We just had one with an elf hat, so on and so forth. But they really need to give us a way to customize all the gems. Obviously, for St. Patrick's Day, we get like clovers for the green things. But they can literally just bring these up as like an option that you could just switch out. Like, I'm really surprised they haven't done that yet after all these years. They're probably going to at some point, obviously. But they still haven't, which is kind of strange. Because I always wanted that feature, and they never brought it. Way back in the day, you could actually change the files directly. Without hacking or anything. Literally just going into the files and being like, oh, I want to go change out this PNG of this image for this other image. And that was doable way back in the day. And obviously they removed it, but they never gave us any way to do it ourselves. Like, you know, like there's no way to change it. We're just stuck with the defaults. There's a lot of funny things you could change them to, because, you know, back in the day you could change them to literally anything. Any PNG that was the same size as the little orb image. Because it's not like they don't have them made, and obviously they can make new ones. I'm just really surprised. I think the main reason they might not, or haven't, is because of power gems. There's so many different looking power gems, and to not only have so many constantly different looking power gems, but to also have, you know, like the base gems always looking different, could get like super confusing. But I don't know, they gotta at least bring all the holiday ones in. They run them anyways, might as well have them as something you could do whenever. Because I wouldn't mind permanently changing all my greens to clovers. Oh, good. We finally get to use Black Beast. So let me go kill my other thing so we can go use Envy and Black Beast. So Black Beast is auto-win because, for whatever reason, a couple years ago, they like, buffed Black Beast, like 5 years ago, I want to say. But then after that, there was a random patch where Black Beast's ability actually slightly changed, but it wasn't really announced. It was just changed and then never changed back. And what that change was, is he can actually full heal even if he doesn't get a Devour. Before, it required that he got a Devour in order to be able to secure a kill. So, you know, like right there, that counts as Devour, he'd get full healed. But now, even if you've devoured your entire team, he will still gain full HP and create skulls every single time. So, unfortunately, we're not really going to be able to show it here because we're probably going to win as soon as we cast this. But if he was to cast this again, he would still get full heal and still get the skulls. That didn't used to be the case. He would always need to have a target for that to trigger. But nowadays, you don't need a target. He will still full heal even if you don't get a Devour. He's basically just better Vash'Dong. It's really funny because they made a mythic based on this premise, Vash'Dagon. And to this day, Black Beast is still stronger than Vash'Dagon. In most situations. There's still some situations where Vash'Dagon is good, obviously. It is a mythic after all with Curse and a lot of options, true damage and all that. But it in most situations is stronger than a mythic that's based on him, which is really funny. Because I think out of any option that's like premise like that, it is the only one. Oh, that's funny. It redirected to a different red. But I think it's the only one kind of like that. Also, we just got the infinite attack on the Black Beast. Guys, we have too many auto wins. We have so many auto wins on this team, I can't even cast Envy, which is the most auto win rare in the game. It deals 4 additional damage. Well, first, it deals 6 damage to the 2 strongest enemies. boosted by enemies at full life and full mana. And full life is their HP value, not their armor value. So as long as their HP value hasn't been poked, you are going to be doing at minimum, even if they have nothing at full mana, 16 additional damage to 2 enemies. 16 plus 6 is going to be 22, which means you'll be hitting 22 to the 2 strongest enemies on the opposing team. If they have additional things that are at full mana for whatever reason, you'll be hitting even more than 22 damage. And that's to 2 different enemies. It is ridiculously strong, and the strongest rare in Arena. Though we haven't gotten to use them because the rest of our strong team is auto-winning everything before we have the Jets. Anyways, I'm missing a lot in chat. Hello. Yeah, I'm not sure why Tyrion's account got banned. I hopefully he gets to get that situated. Though given that they're on holiday break, I have no clue if they're going to until next year, which is very unfortunate. Hey, at least that gives you more time to farm the Pokemon events. I haven't really even had the chance to. I was a little bit with Isabelle last night before I went to bed, but I have not had time to all day today. These are running some kind of special shard event, which is actually really good because normally those are like super annoying to get. I hope that the DLC makes them really easy to get. But until then, I need to go stock up later on the before the DLC comes out because the event that's going on is like the only real good way to actually farm them. Let's see. Speaking of which, where's the Vault event for Gems of War? We're supposed to get one, or we're not supposed to, but it sure seemed like they were going to. Honestly, I don't think I cast this guy. This is a situation where I actually just let him die. Hey, we get to use Envy this time. Hey, we finally got to use our other auto-win option. So we're just explaining what this guy does earlier. Unfortunately, we've already killed some of his team, so he's going to do a little bit less damage. However, he has 2 things at full mana. Oh, that's going to hurt. That's 26 damage. Oh, that hurts. Boom. The 2 things with full mana, too. And then we just kill our little thing. And that's match. And we still our turn with another Score Poke. There we go. And that's our arena run. Give us our keys, please. And we get a useless offer. Unfortunate. But that tends to be the case, and why I generally don't do the daily arena thingies. But hey, there we go. We got our gem keys. It is definitely worth doing arena at least once, so you get your 3 gem keys. Beyond that, the loot is questionable. But hey, once for 3 gem keys, not too bad. Anyways, so in other news, let's go to the Crinklemas. Obviously, we still have this event. Hopefully, we'll have the thing, or not hopefully, we definitely will have the winter outfit for exactly on Christmas Day. It's actually going to work out where if you were doing the 50 gems per day, and you bought Crink Crystal first, you will have a winter armor on exactly Christmas, if I did the math right on it. So you'll be able to get that on Christmas, as long as we do all of our battles. So let's go do our battles. Hey, 69. Anyways, I'm still using the infinite loop, which is kind of weird to do against freeze options. However, it is yet to be an issue, so we're just sticking with it. Worst comes to worst, we can put Beatrix on the team, we can run Orpheus medals. There's ways around it. It's not too big a deal if we get frozen. But so far, that hasn't been an issue yet. And hopefully it will continue to be that way, so we don't have to deal with it. Oh, that was an extra turn? Interesting. We do have to deal with Frost Feather in this match. Frost Feather, when it dies, ends up freezing your entire team. However, you're generally going to be killing out everything else around the same time, and even if you're not, you're still going to get the extra turn trigger before it applies freeze, because it's not like Bone Dragon. It actually, I did test that actually when it came out, so unless they changed that mechanic, Frost Feather's freeze does not trigger before the extra turn thing. So let's say you kill it with an extra turn skull, for example. You will still get an extra turn. It will not deny the current extra turn that you just did to kill it with. The only thing that does retroactively check for that is Bone Dragon to this day. Bone Dragon, if you take an extra turn skull on it, will actually freeze you prior to the check on if you are frozen or not. However, Frost Feather and a few other things that have like a somewhat similar mechanic, they actually check after. So you'll basically get your extra turn and then it will freeze you, rather than something like Bone Dragon where it will freeze you and then it denies your extra turn. It's still the only troop to this day that actually has the mechanic in that order. I'm not sure if we're ever going to get another one that does it like him, because honestly, Bone Dragon was really good back in the day. The main reason he's not used much these days is because his skull spam got nerfed way into the ground to such a degree where it's generally just not worth using it compared to other skull options available within the game. However, they might eventually bring it back to be viable. You never know. Probably not, though, but who knows, maybe we'll get some kind of other alternative like him at some point. Let's just truffle him down. Hey, have you guys been enjoying the holiday so far? Already got all the food, well, not all the food prepped, but we have all the food in the house that we're going to need now for Christmas and everything. Most of it's not made yet, but, you know, we have it. All the food shopping required. Let's see. I'll take that over. Take that one down. The our greens. Ooh, that's a bit of a miss. No, you can't play gyms. Aw. I hope they fix that soon. They're probably not going to be able to, though. At least before the holidays or anything. Like, it might be, like, after New Year's till they get around to it. Because I know, once they're gone for the holidays, they're normally not back until, like, the 3rd of January or something. It takes them a while before they get back after the holidays. I feel like most companies are like that. Let's see. Yeah, we don't need to do anything special for this one. I'm trying to avoid the really annoying freezers like Queen Mab. Because if we let it have even a single extra turn, we're going to have to deal with the freeze pretty quickly. So I'm trying to avoid those where we can. Well, you know what? We'll take this because it gives us a lot of mana. The only problem is we also deny some of the green on the board, so one way to fix that is actually just to cast Truffle. One really nice thing about Truffle is he actually fixes his own board as soon as he casts, and he has auto extra turn, so you don't even have to do it on a good board. You can simply just do it whenever, and you're good to go. If I'm doing Delibird, please DM you. Oh yeah, I might a little bit more tonight. I still need to go get that one video on Kris Kringle. I meant to cover that today, but I got caught up in a couple things. And still haven't yet. Because I want to do that before or on Christmas, so I'm going to be busy most of the later part of Christmas Day. Though very early morning Christmas, actually, we'll have some time, but I'd prefer just to record it tomorrow, where it'll be out of the way. Yeah, I'll run some more of it. We could probably run the same one we were doing earlier. It lasts for 24 hours. Let's see. I'll take this one. Though the event's still lasting for another 2 days. I meant the current one we were doing lasts for 24 hours. Let's see, what am I doing here? We'll take the yellow over. Time to start a new account on PC or phone? No. Oh no, honestly, I was considering doing that. Like, obviously, I know you're referring to Tyrion for that. But, yeah, Tyrion, if your other account's, like, not retrievable for whatever reason, though hopefully it will be. But if not, yeah, great time to switch over to PC Mobile. I still feel like PC Mobile is the ideal version to play Gems of War on. Obviously, there's many ways too, like platform-wise. But definitely has the biggest player base, if nothing else. It also has the most convenience, since you can play it on phone or on PC. Whereas every other version, you're stuck on a single console. And while in theory Nintendo Switch would somewhat be convenient, the biggest downside with Nintendo Switch, it is so far behind. Like, it is still to this day, like, 9 months behind. Like, it doesn't even have the most recent update we got either. Like, you know when we got the orb buff? Nintendo Switch still does not have the orb buff. I don't think it's getting until early next year. Like, around the time we get the January patch is probably around the time when Nintendo Switch is getting the orb buff that we've already going to have by, like, a month by then. Alright, so we currently have 311 points. Tomorrow we're going to have... Oh, I'm not sure what battle we're currently on. So it's going to be hard to tell the exact number. But we're definitely getting at least 150-ish, so that's twice. Yeah, we'll reach it by Christmas Day. So yeah, the math still holds out. Yep, winter armor on Christmas Day. Well, we'll get to stay warm. The armor looks slightly cold, but also warm. Oh no. Like, it almost looks like snow there. But obviously it's like fluffy padding. So yeah, it would be warm. And it's a very interesting design, I do have to say. They definitely didn't skimp out on the design, which I was actually kind of expecting them to. Like, obviously, if you're going to do a Christmas outfit, the easiest way to skimp out on it is to go, like, a very standard, like, you know, red, white kind of, you know, kind of like almost Santa-like outfit. But this one is definitely pretty custom. It is somewhat what I thought it would be, too, like a Frost Mage-like outfit. It's not quite, like, completely into the Frost Mage style, but, I know, it looks pretty cool. Anyways. So, in other news, what are we doing? Let's see, how are our guild doing in the current event? Because I kind of want to ignore this. The guild's fine. We'll let them do it. You got this, guild. To victory. But yeah, this seems about good enough. If we really need to, we'll throw some more tomorrow night if it's not already done. I guess we'll go clear dungeons real quick. And then we'll probably just do a bunch of orbs. Oh, we do have adventure board I haven't touched yet. Though, in all fairness, we have nothing here. I guess maybe we'll take the shards. Just roll over here. Let's take the shards right now. We'll do it with Magnesia. Yeah, the new armor is pretty cool. I'm really curious to see what other new armors they're going to be adding over time. I really hope they start doing hero classes too. Like, obviously they're starting to do armors now, but that's not to say they won't do hero classes in the future. And what I mean by hero classes is not actual hero classes, but, you know, heroes that look like various classes within the game. For example, we already have Rashka, we already have War Gear, we have Human, obviously, like multiple different ones. We have Elf, several others. But there's still many categories that we are missing. And by many, I mean like 20-something. And they could easily make one for every type. We could get a Daemon one, we could end up getting a Dwarf one. Actually, we already have a Dwarf one, though it's money locked. We could end up getting a Dragon one. Like, there's so many that they could do. And I really hope they end up doing that at some point as well, and not just armors. Well, armors are cool. I'd much rather them do the hero bases, because we don't have that many bases, and haven't gotten new ones in forever. Like, ever. Like, there's never been a way to free get a new one. The only time we've ever gotten a new one was Dwarf and, what's it called? Dwarf and Lapina. Dwarf and Lapina are the only two that were ever added, and they were added like 6 years ago, and they were both money locked, and to this day I believe are still money locked. But like all the free ones, like we've never gotten a new free one ever in the history of the game, because we're just stuck with, if you only have the free ones, you're stuck with Elf, Gurok, which is Orc, Human 2, Naga, Rashka, War Gear, and that's it. And if you paid for the money ones, you also have Dwarf and Lapina. But that's it. That's the full list of options we have ever had. It'd be cool if they started adding new ones, especially if you get them pretty much for free from various events. Though I do like that they're adding more armors. But I would much rather see hero class bases, even though they're both pretty cool. No! I keep getting upward stairs! Why won't you get me down? Oh, are we gonna play Guess That Door? No, I don't get to play Guess That Door today. Ooh. And we got the upward stairs instead of downwards. Alright, let's just go Zolgoth this. We're not gonna mess around with the Kris Kringle method. Well, we could. Honestly, I almost feel like starting to use double Tesla on these. I feel like they're starting to get to a range where double Tesla is gonna be pretty viable. Not the Kris Kringle version, but the, you know, the standard double Tesla version. Oh gosh, that's the guy that has that really annoying resummon. He summons 3 giant spiders. So if we don't kill him, he just summons infinite spider. That's not enough to kill either. That's unfortunate. Oh, that's really unfortunate. He's just got full mana. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, that's fine. So not ideal, but that's fine. Because he would have summoned 3 giant spiders if we didn't kill him in time, and we almost didn't kill him in time. Obviously, we still would have won that fight, but gosh, that would have been annoying, time-wise. It would basically be like restarting the fight. Or are trying to summon Lester with all the 69s? Actually, yeah, I think Lester... I don't know where Lester is. Probably just chilling for the holidays. Quite literally. Has been definitely getting a lot colder. Though still not cold enough near me to snow. I've not seen snow in ages upon ages. At some point it'll happen. It hasn't been getting cold enough in this area. Like, it's been cold, but not that cold. Hey, we got a Devour. Nice, off 3 wild cards. Which I think was 40% chance, if I'm not mistaken. We believe it's a 10% plus 10% per wild card. Meaning if you somehow had 9 wild cards on the board, you would actually have a 100% Devour rate with this guy. That is almost impossible to do. Not literally impossible. But the reason I say that is the more wild cards that are on the board, the more likely they are to connect. As there are 6 colors plus wild cards synergize into other wild cards. So getting a super high number on the board is actually relatively hard. So even though he has an insane boost ratio, very rarely are you getting the full amount. Like, on average, he'll probably have, like, maybe a 50-ish or so. It's just so hard to get that many wild cards to stay on the board. As they're generally just going to take themselves out on each other. If not on each other, on whatever's remaining on the board. Alright, there we go. And what do we get from this final one? It would have been a web trap. That would have been super annoying. Luckily, we didn't click that one. At least not until after the fact. And there's our Dragonite that we'll waste on another Dragon Egg whenever we finally have enough. How are we doing on Dragonite? Oh, wait, we can do it right now. Oh, is today our Christmas miracle egg? Come on, new egg. Come on, we're only missing one. I can't remember which. I think it's brown. Come on, brown dragon. Is this the one? No, I thought it was brown for a second. It's red. Oh, we have failed again. It just refuses to give me brown dragon. We're just, like, never going to get brown dragon. Actually, I think we're already starting to get to, like, 5. Let's see, gems. That's not how you spell gems. Gems. Let's see. Yep, I've gotten 5. No! I've gotten 5 blue and 5 red. Which is bad because I haven't even gotten 3 of both of these two yet. But look at this. 2, 2, 5, 5, 3. Still no brown dragon. Eventually. At some point. Anyways. What are we doing? Let's go. We did that. We did that. I think we're just opening orbs now. Because aside from World Event, we've done all the things. Because there's not much to really do, but they did that by design. So that the game wouldn't have too much going on. They literally moved the other event so we'd have a useless arena event this weekend. Or at least one that doesn't feel as mandatory to take. So yeah, we're just going to start opening some orbs. Let's go for like 100 orbs. I think we have enough time. Go for like 100. I haven't been opening many lately. Not with that team though. Good old Phoenicia. Where's the build? Or should I say Magnesia? My streams always make you laugh. Well, I'm glad. You can have my brown dragon, you have no use for it. True. Yeah, that's gonna be awful. Like, missing like an entire week around the holidays. Though luckily, Gems of War, it's easy to catch up. The problem is, a lot of the, like, event stuff is slightly annoying to get back in the future. Like, for example, we have no clue if the Christmas armor is ever coming back. Which is why I advise getting it. Same as that one golden pet. Like, they seem like things that may not return, or if they do, by circumstance, that will probably be money locked in the future. Because while a lot of things are catch-upable in Gems of War, mostly things that can actually help you in combat, a lot of cosmetic stuff, similar to other games, are kind of hard to get into the future. They're either going to be money locked or something similar. Because while everything that can give you a competitive advantage in a battle is not money locked in the game, well, except for a few weapons, but those are all outdated and not really usable. But aside from that one rare exception, every single thing that can give you like any kind of effect in battle are not money locked. They always return in some way, shape, or form. Meaning, even if you didn't play for like 3 years, you can still catch up on everything that's important. The only thing that is really annoying to catch up on is cosmetic stuff. As while they do generally offer it, like, for example, we'll be able to hand out the 2020 holiday pet. I think they're running a special holiday pet tomorrow. We had a holiday pet last Friday, the 2019 one. I'm not sure which one they're running tomorrow, but they're running one of them. I think it was the 2018 Christmas pet or something. So, like, there's ways to get them in the future. It's just really inconvenient, normally, how you get them in the future, compared to if you just got them initially. How long does it take to get the Glory Troop in the drop table? The Glory Troop? The Glory Troop. What do you mean by the Glory Troop? How long does it take to get the Glory Troop in the drop table? I'm not sure what you mean by the Glory Troop. I'm trying to think of which one you're referring to. Oh, you mean the... Wait, you mean the weekly Glory Troop? It takes 4 to 6 weeks until it returns. It's really easy to get, generally, after the fact. Especially if you have a lot of spare Major Blues. You just can get one copy and then Major Blue it. Like, you can probably get it within a few thousand glory keys. And I say glory because if it's a rare, it would have to be in that drop table. What one is it this week? Like, this week's was, what rarity was it? It was epic. So you could use Glory Gem Guild or VIP chests, technically. But generally they take 4 to 6 weeks to come back into their drop table. Oh, so that reminds me, did I ever max that one? Why do I feel like I didn't? I definitely did. There's an easy way to check, actually. If we go here and click up, if it goes to 200, we already maxed it. If it doesn't, it goes to next rarity. Like here it would go say it's legendary, and if you did it again, it would say mythic. But if it goes all the way to 200, we know we maxed it because there's not additional rarity that can go. That actually got a lot of quality of life because when they initially made it, you had to like click it. Originally, you had to buy them one at a time, regardless. Then they made it to that new little arrow system, but that new arrow system didn't have like a super arrow that moved up like a bunch. You had to still move it like slightly. Like it was still quicker to do it, but you still have to move it like one at a time. But then they made it like a really retroactive arrow where it like goes up to the next rarity. So that epic would go to legendary and then to mythic. With a single click of the button, you can get that many copies, so you can get it to the exact rarity that you want. So you kind of know if you've already upgraded or not. Because if we didn't, if I clicked the arrows, it would go to legend, and then if I clicked it again, it would go to mythic, and then you just buy it, and then boom, you're good to go. So I would normally do 3 extra clicks as well, just to make sure I have some extra copies too. I always do that. Anyways, let's keep opening vaults. We haven't gotten a single new orb yet. Let's go get them. At least not tonight anyways. Obviously, we got plenty of new orbs. We've gotten 15 forging, 48 ingots, 12 miners, and 26 glories. You wouldn't know, you've always gotten them on Monday release. Yeah, generally so have I. But the system's been around for a while now. The only reason why I remember it. Let's see. I haven't actually been traveling this year. I was originally going to New Jersey for New Year's, but those plans kind of got reoriented to a different time. So I'm just staying here to see family this time. I was already going to be staying here to see it for Christmas. So it was originally planned to go see different family for New Year's. However, I'm just staying here for both holidays. I'm still going to be seeing family. It's just going to be a local family rather than a different state. Farming a lot of maps from Chris Kringle could cause a ban. Really? Wait, is there actually a glitch where farming too many treasure maps actually causes a ban? You know why? They have a lot of things set up in the game for like anti-treasure hunt banning, because there's a lot of bots that normally do treasure hunt. So maybe that's what happens. Which is funny because I was about to do a video on when I covered a video on like 700 treasure maps plus per hour when we covered the thing. Maybe we shouldn't mention that if people are getting banned for farming too many maps. It could just be a coincidence, I'm not sure. Hello, Lester. Welcome, welcome. Because I was doing quite a bit earlier, we didn't get banned. Although I also wasn't doing it for hours on end. I was just kind of messing around with it some. Don't risk it. And no one dares to ban us. Yeah, honestly, I don't think the devs would ban us. I think we're like one of the... Like, obviously, if we ever, like, ultra hack the game, they would. But, like, I don't think they would. Like, obviously, I haven't done anything like that. But to some degree, I feel like we're one of a few people who they probably wouldn't. Though we've never done anything that would require a ban. Hey, if you're gonna get banned, wait until we hand out the code tomorrow. Ooh, good orb? Well, technically good orb, but not the good orb we're looking for. The banning issue will get resolved in 6 to 9 days. Actually, that's technically not wrong. Even though you're saying it for the memes. But, in 9 days, they might actually get it resolved. But 6 days, definitely not. Honest Rob got banned? Wait, did he really? Wait, did he really? Yeah, it definitely has to be through some kind of automated system, then. Why would anyone want to farm treasure hunt? I'm not sure. I hope you took the video down, then. If that's what ended up causing it. Oh, we got one of those ingot orbs, by the way. It's so useless, I almost don't even want to update the tracker. I still don't even understand why I'm tracking it. It was one of the new orbs, so I was like, I might as well track it. But there's no value in tracking it. It's about the same value of tracking how many Cedrics we got. Honest Rib sounds like a barbecue restaurant. It does. Actually, I'm surprised no place near me that's a barbecue place is named that. Normally it's some kind of pun on barbecue or pigs. Is what I feel like the most common barbecue places are called around here. Yeah, Honest Ribs does sound pretty good. It would make you question the integrity of all the other ribs. It's like when burger places were doing those ad campaigns for like the fresh, never frozen meat and all that. Or, you know, like what were you serving before? Because weren't they doing something like that? Like, I think some of them even had like an option on their menu where it's like only this item is like that. And then it's like, wait, what's the other items then? Have another ingot. Because wasn't that a big thing like 5-6 years ago? Like a lot of places started advertising that, but then like it made you question what every other product they had was. Hey, we got a Volky in our Volky. That does happen sometimes. Ooh, 300 gems. Nice. From what I'm understanding, anyone who got banned seems like it was as a result of farming the maps, not using the maps. And the main reason might be because treasure map accumulation has never been that high before. And they probably had some kind of check where if people were gaining maps at too high of a rate from anything that wasn't that one offer in the shop thingy, that it was starting to ban people or something. Because you could easily do over 700 per hour maps through the Chris Crinkle team with many different variants. And that might be what's banning it. Like, I did it for some amount of time, but I wasn't doing it for like hours on end. I changed his channel to be Rib Reviews. Why would they ban people for getting too many treasure maps? I think it's mostly because treasure map is one of the most botted locations in the game. So their auto ban system's probably really sensitive to anything map related, which is my main guess for it. Because nothing is botted more in Gems of War than maps. That might seem like a pointless one to do, but it's really easy to make a bot that can do the maps. Whereas it's a lot harder to make a bot that can do a battle. Hey, an orb of minions. Because you can't lose a map. You can only win to different degrees. Hey, another good orb. We're just getting all the orbs. Got a minor pet, we got a minor glory. Two better ones as well. Honestly, those are the only two orbs we're really looking for. Because foraging, to some degree, I don't care. Oh gosh, we got another one. Nice. Foraging, to some degree, I don't actually care if we get. Mostly because it's one of those orbs in the category of it's very quickly going to become useless. And I also don't have an immediate need to upgrade anything because I've already upgraded everything of importance as far as Doom weapons are concerned. So I really don't care too much if I get Orb of Forgings. While they are still useful to some degree, they will very quickly, more so than any of these other new orbs, rather than ingots which are already useless. But any of the ones that aren't currently useless, it is going to reach the shortest duration to how long it'll take before it becomes useless. So we really don't need a particularly high amount of foraging drops. As it's going to be useless probably by next summer. Definitely by the end of next year. Until we have every Doom weapon in the entire game maxed. So the only two we're really looking for is minions and Orbs of Glory. Because minions we'll need for every single pet, and even once we finally get every single pet maxed, you're still going to need it for every future pet. Of which the rate of them adding them has definitely been increasing, especially if you're a free-to-play player. Because there's a lot of pets that you don't get as maxed if you're playing free-to-play. Meaning you'll need even slightly more of those orbs. But Orbs of Glory, of course, because you'll need it for every mythic. And if you somehow finish every single mythic, which is unlikely, though possible, you would then start using them on Legends. But only once you have every mythic done and also have some spares, though no one's even remotely close to doing that. I know that for sure. Even people who have grinded, like, Explore 12 for forever are probably, like, half done with the mythics. Let's see. How will you be plowing someone for Xmas? No. Actually, I haven't needed to shovel snow in such a very long time. I think it's been like a decade since I've shoveled snow. What's on the Christmas dinner menu? Honestly, it's almost the same thing that we had for Thanksgiving. Like, it's almost the exact same Thanksgiving lineup. Mostly because she got some turkey from work. So it's like, oh, we might as well get all the other fixings for it. Yeah, she gets a lot of food from her line of work. Like, almost every other day she's bringing stuff home. For Christmas, they gave everyone a turkey. Let's see. We'll take that one over. Cheesecake. No, we're not doing cheesecake this time. I think we're just doing brownies. Brownies with chocolate fudge on them. Because they don't already have enough fudge. Gotta go double chocolate. The death by chocolate. It's literally chocolate covered in chocolate. Let's see. We'll take that one down. Oh, nice and major blue. Similar to how I drown cheesecake in whipped cream, you definitely got to like smother brownies in chocolate. Like if you're already going with pure chocolate, you might as well just go the extra step and cover the pure chocolate in pure chocolate. Because you already went halfway, you might as well go all the way. Another ingot. Yeah, I saw what Lester said. I'm choosing to ignore it. It feels weird being disappointed seeing a purple orb. Purple orb is still honestly really good. Like, honestly, I'd almost rather get a purple orb right now than a blue orb. Because at least purple orbs help you get new content. Blue orbs, once you reach a certain point, they don't help you get anything new. Like, you already have such a reserve of them that, you know, you'll be able to max out anything whenever something else comes in if you need to do a few upgrades. Like, we already have such a reserve where it doesn't matter. Whereas, at least purple orbs, if we ever get, like, ultra unlucky on keys, which I don't really foresee that happening, but let's say we go, like, 5,000 gem keys on, like, 5 mythics in a row. We would still have a reserve of purple orbs that we can go use. Like, we have enough purple orbs to get, like, almost a year's worth of mythic, maybe even 2 years of mythics. Like, the number's starting to get really high. I did the math on it a little while back. I almost want to go do it again after all these orbs we've been opening. Because we could probably get a lot of mythics from them. Like, I'm talking minimum a year's worth. Let me go do the math on it real quick. Just for the fun of it. Good old calculator. Oh, I already have a calculator open. Perfect. Oh, yeah, because I had it for the other video. When I cover that later. Though maybe I'll hold off if everyone's getting banned for farming too many treasure maps. But, what was I doing? I was about to math the thing. Okay. So for this, I need to go to guild. If I click on guild, and then click on guild again, and then I click on seals, and then click on orbs, and then click on the numbers that reveal how many orbs we have, And I'm now just realizing I could have done that in the other menu. Oh well. If I go to 249 times 1,500, and that's that number. And then I take 638 times, how much do you get for this? 300. And then we get that number. And then we take 191,400 plus the other number, which was, that's not what I wanted. 375,500. And then, oh wait, sorry, I accidentally did an extra 2,000. Okay, well, minus 2,000. And now if we take that number and divide it by 20, we have 28,245 orbs, or keys, that we can end up opening. They have a 0.11% chance, which means in about 1,000 keys, we'd end up opening a mythic, which means we can get 2 years worth of mythics with the amount of purple orbs we have. And it's not even counting the seals we already have. That's just purple orbs. It's not even counting the 448,497 seals. If we were to add that to it, actually, there's an easy way to do that. Take 448,497, divide that by 20, and then add that to the other number, which is 22,424. So if we add that number to the other number, which was 28,245. Also, I need to go get a calculator on screen whenever we're doing all this, so you guys can see what we're doing. But it would be 50,669. About every 1,000 is a mythic, which means we'd have easily, comfortably, only with seals, not counting gem keys, not counting glory keys, just seals alone, we have 3 years worth of mythics just sitting there. We were just that loaded on it. I'm pretty sure some people have like 10 years worth of mythics or something. But yes, we could quit the game for 3 years and still not run out of seals. Anyways, what are we doing? Let's go open more orbs. Yeah, we've got a lot of loot. Alright, what do we want here? Get our explosion. Okay, get the last little bit of mana for the other one. I'll catch you later, Clip Bomb. Have a good Christmas. Oh yeah, we never did hand out a code. Let me go do that right now before I forget, because I probably will in a little bit. Let's see. Because we're probably just going until we get all the until we finish 100 keys. We'll take the 101 since we got a Vault Key drop. But here you guys go. There's a redeem code. Also, looking at that redeem code just reminded me, though I mentioned at the beginning of the stream too, we got this special holiday code to hand out on Christmas night. Not tomorrow night, but the following night. We'll have the good old Shelfin' and Elf. And then we'll go max our Shelfin' and Elf. Using some small pet orbs, some of which we got tonight. Actually, if we get another one, we would have gotten them all tonight, since I only need 2 small ones. Of course, we already got the one. Hopefully we got one big drop. We've gotten some decent drops tonight, but none of the super juicy ones. Like Major Pet or Major Glory. Because those are the 2 we're really, really looking for. Though first we need to actually get Major Orbs. Also, thank you, whoever claimed a code for us. We'll stick around. Oh, wait, don't take that one. There's a free turn just sitting on the board. Gotta grab it. Yes, thank you for the like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. And if anyone has any questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. I'll definitely make sure to do so. We're probably wrapping up once we finish out these 100 keys, which is 46 more. And tomorrow night we'll kind of just chill, get whatever other events done. And then Christmas nights, we'll celebrate the Christmas. I need to go find a Santa hat. I know I have one around here somewhere, so I just have no clue where it is. Hopefully I'll find it by Christmas night. As we are still going to be doing the standard 8 to 9 Christmas night. We'll have the special code as we've mentioned on that night. You don't play Arena? I might play some Arena tomorrow night. We might go do some more Arena tomorrow night. We played one match tonight. The only one. We might do a little bit more tomorrow. Just because there's no other event going on. We might as well do some Arena. Otherwise, we're pretty much just going to be opening orbs all the time. Which is a finite amount that we'll eventually run out on. How many do we have left, key-wise? Oh, I could just click the other button. I didn't need to click there. Oh, tribute ready. Good thing I did click there. Ooh, a 31 tribute. For 30 gems. Nice. But, what was I doing? I was checking how many keys we have. Yeah, we still have... Gosh, we have only half-dented our key stack. You know how many keys we've opened the last week and a half? It's like 2,500. And we've only dented half our stack. We're not even half done. We've opened so many already. And unfortunately, 1,000 was before the patch as well, so we can get the extra benefit from them. Ooh, we got the other pet one! That's the one we need to go upgrade to Shelf on an Elf. Nice, another minions. Oh, we officially now have more minor minions than major minions. Before I was saying we were getting an even amount of both, but the smaller ones have finally overtaken. Though I'm surprised that didn't happen earlier. Minor minion is 2%, whereas major is only 1%. If for whatever reason, we were actually 6 and 6 earlier, but now we're 8 and 6. 8 minors and 6 majors. The pirate eye patch ended up breaking. I think I threw it away. I definitely threw it away, but... I can't remember if like the patch itself was still somewhere. Because I know I threw away the string that it was attached to. Can't remember if I actually saved the patch itself. Well, I'll need to find my Santa hat. I think I know where it is. But if it's not there, I have no clue. I'll just go check a dollar store or something and see if they have a spare. Like, a dollar store has to sell a Santa hat, right? Probably like the cheapest Santa hat ever. But, like, they sell one, don't they? Sure sounds like they would. But I was mentioning it the other day, when I was getting holiday cards, I went to the dollar store for the first time since they raised their prices to $1.25. And it really threw me off, because I knew they raised the price. It just, I haven't been specifically in a dollar store, you know, the ones where they normally sell everything for exactly $1, since the 25-cent price hike. And it actually reminds me of when the pizza place that I went to go to in college raised their prices. Because I ended up going there like so much less after they did. Even though it was only a quarter, that quarter adds up very quickly. Like a quarter on something that only costs $1, like that racks up super quick. Because there was a pizza place I would used to go to quite often after college, because it was kind of on the public transportation route. So I was like, oh, it's not that far. It's like a, you know, like a 2-minute walk from the stop. So I would stop there for like $1 slice of pizza. Sometimes get a drink, which I think was also like $1 or so. But then they ended up raising their pizza prices to like $1.25, and I still went there. But I don't know, when you're getting that many slices, like it starts to add up to be a lot of money over time that you're spending extra. And I feel the same way about the dollar stores. Like 25 cents might not seem like a lot, but you know, you're picking up like 20 items in a dollar store. That's racking up very quickly. An extra 25 cents per product. Hello, Barbara. Welcome, welcome. Why is there no Vault event in the foreseeable future? I'm not sure. We were originally supposed to have one on January 13th, but it got removed. My theory has been they're going to do a week-long Vault event next week. This is not confirmed by any means whatsoever. However, I can't think of any reason why the entire foreseeable future has no Vault events, if not for a surprise Vault event week during New Year's or something similar. That is the only thing I could possibly think of. But yeah, there is no Vault event until the end of January currently planned. Like, it's not coming till like February or something. There was originally supposed to be one January 13th, but that one is removed. Which makes me think there's one next week, because they wouldn't want one on January 13th if they're going to have like a week-long one next week, because that'd be too close to each other. That's the only thing I could think of, is that Terran's World just doesn't have it, because they're going to code it directly when it happens. And not until the banned people come back. I know. That'd be kind of unfortunate if they do like a week-long Vault event. It's like, oh, well, everyone's still banned though. Or not everyone, but you know, everyone who had that map thing happen to them. Hello, Ginky! Welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, were you the one who handed out the shelf on the elf earlier? Also, thank you whoever claimed it for me. I assume Isabel, but it might have been someone else. No Vault events until Tarian's account is fixed. Ah, it was Isabel. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, I'll be handing out on ours on Christmas night. I'm not sure who else got access to one of them. But Genki handed out hers today while handing out ours on Christmas night. And maybe some other people are distributing them too, I'm not sure. I need brown or red. Red works too. You just need one so you can do a major pet orb on it. I know, that's one thing that's so nice about pets now. You just need one copy and you can just max that at a later point. It's such a good quality of life feature for pets. Where it's just one and done. Like, obviously you still need to go get the orbs in the future. But, as long as you have one copy, you always know that you'll be able to just max it at any point. Or not any point, but, you know, at some point in the future, you'll be able to max it. Which is, pretty much a new feature as of last week, or the other week. It feels nice just knowing that you never need to worry about a pet being maxed. Because at any point in the future, you could decide to max it. As soon as you farm all the orbs. Obviously, farming the orbs takes forever. But it is farmable now. Unlike before, where you're just kind of out of luck forever. And of course, that also fixes whenever they give out really weird special event troops that only come out once. As we mentioned earlier when we were covering the orb video, when we upgraded those two pets that we upgraded were never maxable prior to those orbs existing. But now if we ever get another one like that in the future, like just mail out a special, like, hey, here's a map pet because we accidentally banned a bunch of people accidentally for maps. Like if they hand out one copy of that, and, you know, don't have any kind of event for it, then, you know, we can simply just max it with a major pet orb. Let's see, what do we need here? I'll take a red. That is not full mana. Ooh, major orb? Oh no, we only gotta use this blue. Whatever are we gonna do with the blue? The value of blue has gone down so much. The value of blue and power has like skyrocketed downwards as of recent times, at least way later in the game. Obviously earlier on in the game they're still insanely good. But in recent weeks they have just tanked in value. Like if there was a market in this game, those two orbs would be like 10% their original value. Compared to like a month ago. Especially since we got 2 free power orbs since then too. One through the Halloween event and one in the Christmas event that's currently going on. As well as assumably every following event to ever occur. Because the achievement very specifically says to craft a power orb from one of those holiday events. Which means they're always going to keep a power orb as an option. Meaning every holiday event, you basically just get a free power orb now. For every holiday event going forward. Or maybe not free, it might still cost you a couple hundred gems towards it if you're getting everything else. But honestly, a few hundred gems for power orb, not a bad exchange. Like even if you have more power orbs and know what to do with, I still feel like that's worth it. Spend a few extra hundred to get it. So, hello Nocti! Welcome, welcome. 17 more keys. See if we can get anything juicy. We still haven't gotten any of the really, really nice drops. Like, obviously, we got a pet orb, a couple lesser glories. But still no major pet, still no major glory. Honestly, not even a mid-tier glory. Only 2 lesser ones, which I guess is the equivalence of a major one, technically. Though not quite, because you can only use the bronze ones for the first level. You can't use 2 bronze ones for a second level. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. I wonder if they're ever going to add that to the Soul Forge. Because I didn't think about that till just now. The Orbs of Glory technically are not exactly worth Anisha. Because Anisha, you can use for any level. You can use for bronze, silver, or gold. However, you can only use the bronze ones for the bronze upgrade, the silver for the silver upgrade, and the gold for the gold upgrade. Meaning you could eventually reach the point where you have bronze leveled every mythic, but you don't have the silver and golds to them. That is very, very extremely likely. Which means you should, well, you already shouldn't have done that in the first place, but that means there's even more of a reason to never ever use Anisha for the first level of a mythic. You already shouldn't be, because you should be using 3 Anus instead if you're going to do that through a non-Orb of Glory means. However, yeah, you should never, ever, ever use Anisha for the first level of a mythic, or for anything that isn't the second or third level of a mythic. Because you're eventually going to need them to offset all your Orbs of Glory. Because at a 5% rate, a 3% rate, and a 2% rate, even if you're equally getting the same distribution of orbs, which certainly you're going to be getting slightly more of the smaller ones anyways, but even if you, let's say you did get the same amount of majors as you get minors, even though that's not going to be the case, you're going to get slightly more minor ones. But let's even just say it is going to be the same. That means you're going to have double the amount of glory relative to the total amount of silver and gold you have. Which, yeah, that's not going to be enough. So you're gonna be like half short. Like you'll basically have like every mythic having their first trait, but then half of them will be maxed, but the other half will not. Is basically the situation. And then you'll need Nishas to offset it, or just find more silver and gold Orbs of Glory. I was gonna say, speaking of which, no, it's a useless green. Unfortunately. Come on, there's some good loot in there somewhere. Come on, one good drop tonight. Oh, obviously we got a couple good drops, but one really good drop tonight. Like the 1 and 2 percentile ones. We're running low on keys. Maybe down to 25,000. I have never seen our vault key stack so low in recent times. It's gonna feel weird seeing it in triple digits. I can't remember the last time we've had it in triple digits because we've been hoarding them for so long. Because our vault key stack prior to now, it was like 2 to 3 years of hoarding vault keys. Obviously nowadays, the rate has been way higher in the last year and a half because of the whole Nomapalooza situation where, you know, you just get like 1 billion keys every vault event. Realistically, somewhere's around a couple hundred to 1,000 every vault event. So the rates are way higher than like a dozen given on a vault event. Like it went from like a dozen to like 300 to 1,000, roughly. Like, they drastically increased the rate. Because a lot of the vault keys we had hoarded since then, you know, they were prior to the super buff. Like 2 vault events, I think actually even 1 vault event, bypassed the entire total we had saved from like a year or 2 prior. Like vault events just got buffed that much. Even after 3 nerfs to Paloozas. It is still like upwards of 10 times the rate that it once was. Which is kind of insane. You're down to 20 vault keys? Oh no! Well, if they ever have another vault event, it'll be time to grind. But yeah, next vault event, I do plan to grind quite a bit. And hopefully, if next week's a week-long vault event, I should be free most of those days, kind of. Maybe not to do a stream every single day, but like free enough to at least grind them some. Oh, so we almost gained a level. I almost want to keep going until we get that level. How far are we? But I don't want to do it all on vault keys if we're going to do it like that. I don't know, maybe we will. Maybe we'll keep opening vault keys until we, until we end up getting a level. We're already so close. We might as well. It's only going to be like an extra 10, if that. You're down to 0 vault keys? Oh no, because your account got banned. You're not actually at 0 though, right? Like if your account gets unbanned, aren't you at like thousands? Or did you consume them all? Oh, I got orange. You found 2 verse 1 since the Vault Weekend. Nice. You're up to 72 Paloozas. That's a lot of Palooza. You should use some of that Palooza next Palooza. Yeah, we're officially down to how many keys I want to use. However, we're so close to a level, we're just going to keep going until we get a level. However many keys that is. We'll determine how many we're opening. Doing it until that number says level up. Oh wait, did Sharky get banned too? Gosh, how many people got banned for that? I should go check the forum to see what all the commotion is about. I haven't actually checked to see what all the posts were. Like, I know Tyrion mentioned it to me last night, but I didn't realize it was like a widespread thing until literally this stream. I might as well check it now. Well, not check all of it, but I want to see. Let's see. Gemsofwar.com. That's not how you spell. Let's see. Forum. It's probably a pretty upper post. Bans for everyone? Yes. Let's see. I'm blaming this guy. You get a ban! You get a ban! Everyone gets a ban. Let's see. Tyrion, where's your post on it? New dungeon, see y'all in 2023. Oh yeah, this is the devs saying they're gonna be gone for a while, right? Studio holiday dates. And there's probably a billion people saying, hey, we got banned. Yeah, they're out till... Oh yeah, I was right. It is literally January 3rd. Didn't I say January 3rd? I haven't even seen this post. And I actually guessed the exact date, because they do it around the same dates every single year when they go away. But I even said January 3rd earlier, and have not actually seen this post yet. And it literally is January 3rd. That's funny. Yeah, that's the exact same date I mentioned earlier to stream. But I haven't actually seen that post yet. Where's Tyrion? Where's your post on it? Or was that your post? The problem is I can't copy your link, can I? It won't let me copy your link. View page source. It's gonna bring me to a different one. What was it called? What was your thread called? Because I'm not seeing yours, so it might be buried a little bit further down. Okay, shouldn't be this far down. It happened last night. Oh wait, it was the very first one? Wait, what? Oh, here it is. Unfair ban for someone telling lies. Wait, what? So what happened with that? That was someone else. Oh, was it the bans for everyone thread? Oh. Oh, wait, I was already in the thread. Oh, never mind. Have any of the devs even replied to any of them yet? I don't think they have. To any of the threads related to it yet. There's us being mentioned. But they didn't tag me, so I couldn't see it. We'll hopefully talk about this and warn people to not use Kris Kringle until we... Yeah, honestly, I should cover a video on it tomorrow. I meant to cover a Teams video on it, but tomorrow I'm going to be covering a Don't Use Kris Kringle video. But yeah, I meant to cover a Teams video on him today, just didn't have time to get around to it. But at this point, it's going to be a Don't Use Kris Kringle video. I might still show Teams on it, I guess. I don't know. We'll definitely cover a video just mentioning, like, don't use them. Everyone's getting banned. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. Or have it up tomorrow morning, we'll see. Somewhere's around there. But anyways. Yeah, a lot of little banned threads on it then. There's like 3 or 4 different ones. Does anyone talk about it on this one? See ya with a game-breaking bug. See you in 2023. Yeah, that sounds like something they would do. Add a game-breaking bug into the game and be like, oh, we're out. That sounds exactly on point to what the Gems of War devs would do. Here's a game-breaking bug that will ban you. See you next year. Yeah, I have used Crinkle, but apparently not enough to get banned. Because I haven't done like power farming with them. I've just kind of been messing around with them. I'll probably still cover the teams in the video, though. With the caveat of, like... Oh, no. I guess we'll save it for a later time. It would be weird to cover a video where I cover a bunch of teams for Kris Kringle while simultaneously... Hey! That's one of the drops I was looking for. Nice. Unfortunately, it's not the better one, but it's still one of them. That's the 3% one. But, what was I just saying? But yeah, I kind of want to cover the team still, but... Oh, no. I guess we'll have to hold off. Because it'd be kind of awkward covering a video on don't use Kris Kringle, followed by here are teams you can use with Kris Kringle. Doesn't quite fit. Doesn't quite fit. Hey, there's our level up. Well, we got one good orb by the end, so I guess we did both our 2 objectives. We got our level, and we got a good orb. Not the best orb, but a good one. Got the little silver guy. Oh yeah, we get a free reward on Christmas too. I'm pretty sure it's just is what it normally is. It's probably like 50 gems with some red or green trait stones. Nothing too special, but hey, 50 gems, more than 0. It adds up. Well, apparently they have degraded performance. How many people are playing right now that has degraded performance? Was a lot of people playing for Christmas? How many people are playing? Oh no, that's a normal number. Why is it saying degraded performance? That's like a below average number. That is a little bit later in the day. Wait, why is it saying degraded performance? It's like the same number of people that's normally playing. And it normally peaks around like high 1,000 something, 2,000 during the day. Obviously, it's way past during the day right now. It's like the dead of night, especially for some time zones. Man, anyways. Oh yeah, there was the level up bonus in the redeem code from earlier. Anyways, guys, I guess we're calling it here for now. We will be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. Our game plan for tomorrow night is, I guess we'll play a little bit more Arena. We'll see. It is an Arena event after all, might as well. We probably won't be Christmas night, so if we're going to do it at all, I guess we'll mess around with this slightly more tomorrow. Probably open a bit more orbs. Obviously, still trying to do the Crinkle event, and messing around with all that has to do. I'll be getting the Christmas armor on Christmas Day itself. We're also going to have a special code on Christmas night with the Shelf on an Elf. Also going to go max him and go from there. But anyways, but yeah, tomorrow is going to be a pretty standard stream. Sunday night will be the Christmas stream. And then, yeah, we'll just go into next week. And hopefully we'll have a Vault event next week. Who knows? We'll see. Also, hello, Luann. I didn't see your comment. Question. Let me go to answer Luann's question before we end. If you're already at level 200, should you do 0.5 treasure hunt at level 50 instead of 20? Wait. I think you mean Underworld. Should you do the 0.5 treasure level 50 instead of 20? Wait. You're already at level 200. Should you do the 0.5 treasure level... Are you talking about Underworld? Oh yeah, you are talking about Underworld. Sorry, City of Thieves. It is best to stay at 20 the entire time. The main reason being is that you're getting a 1x multiplier if you're just constantly staying at 20. Whereas if you're moving forward, you're going to be getting quite a bit less. Unless you mean you already reached level 200, in which case it is better... I don't know, you still get a lot of loot from doing it at 0... Okay, so if you already passed it and you're getting 0.5, there's 2 different strategies you could do. You could do a different kingdom at 1x if you still have it at 20. Otherwise, if you've upgraded every single kingdom, yes. Let's say, for example, you have every single Underworld faction leveled to, like, let's say 100. It is worthwhile to still do City of Thieves at 50. Actually, I still even have my City of Thieves set at 50 right now. But, yes, the loot is so good here that you can still keep it at 50. But if you still have one at level 20, you actually get quite a bit more loot there, especially if it's already a good one. Like, Hall of Guardians, I believe, is a pretty good near one. Or, sorry, Mirrored Halls, I mean. Or if you had this one at 50, it still has pretty good loot because it's 4 guaranteed treasure rooms here, 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 and here. So if you still have one of them, that's at 20. But if literally every single one of your kingdoms is at 50, yeah, doing City of Thieves would still be a pretty good location to do it at for the value. But yeah, doing Mirrored Halls at 20 would still be really good value too, with a little bit extra multiplier. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Have a wonderful holiday weekend. And if I happen to catch you guys, we'll still have our normal stream schedule. as far as our normal streams are concerned. Every single night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll have a little bit of a special one for Christmas. Anyways, guys, have a wonderful holiday weekend. Enjoy yourselves, stay warm, and I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone.